Just to be clear on the question, my interpretation of the question is basically sometimes, this is the question, the questioner is saying, sometimes I feel like I want to know where I am in the grand scheme of the spiritual journey. Whereabouts am I? And other times, maybe I'm not so interested. Should I be interested in where I am on the spiritual journey? That's how I've interpreted the question. And again, when we've got this roadmap of the gunas going from negativity, tamas, to positivity, action orientated, extroversion, rajas, and then to peace, and then from peace to liberation. Where are you on this roller coaster like curve? You know, where you go from tamas to rajas to sattva, and then beyond. It's like one of those handshakes I used to do when I was younger. You know, you do this hand. Maybe some of the men here wouldn't do a similar thing. You go from tamas to rajas to sattva, and then you go beyond it all to moksha. Go from negativity to positivity to peace to moksha. Moksha can happen at any time along this journey, really. But this is how it happens for most. It's usually only the very subtle, calm, peaceful mind that can go beyond itself. But there are exceptions. And you can go through all these stages very quickly as well. Sometimes it can take ages, sometimes it can be quick, it varies. You follow the key thing is follow your intuition, Tracy. If you want to know where you are on the spiritual journey, if you find yourself wanting to know, then that's fine. You follow that intuition. If you find yourself saying, you know what, it's not good for me, I'm just going to let go and surrender, then that's fine too. What you don't want to do is become self-judgmental. You don't want to start judging yourself like, oh, I'm only at the tamas stage still, you know, or I'm only at the rajas stage still, or why can't I be in the it doesn't matter where you are on the journey. It doesn't matter if you're, at the beginning or the end part. It honestly makes no difference. You might get somebody who's very heavily tamasic, and they start breezing through all these different points, and they jump to liberation very quickly. You might get somebody else who's got a very pure sattvic mind, and they make, let's put it in these goal-orientated terms, they make almost zero progress over many lifetimes. They just stay in that same sattvic place from lifetime after lifetime, many lifetimes, and they don't go nearer to moksha. So the fact that you're further along doesn't mean liberation is going to happen for you quicker. It just happens as it happens. It's a matter of your intensity and desire and earnestness. So it doesn't matter where you are on the journey. It's not like it's quicker for some people and takes longer for others because based on this. You don't know how long each part of the journey is going to take. But it is useful to understand this because we are exposed to so many different spiritual teachings. Some teachings will say you have to be quiet and calm, don't speak, don't talk, don't move, just meditate. But then if you're on the road from tamas to rajas, then this is not going to be appropriate for you. You may feel that your intuition might be telling you to get up and do all these things. Be involved with community groups and, become extroverted. And that's probably going to help you. If you go out into the world and become extroverted and engage with people in society and groups, this might actually help you. This may help you remove negative self-concepts. It might help take away low self-esteem, for example. If you find yourself becoming very interested in tarot cards, but the teacher's saying, you know what, tarot cards are a load of nonsense, it's all Maya. You want to turn away from Maya and turn towards the self? or something like this. And you're saying, well, I actually really like tarot cards. Well, maybe there's something there for you in tarot cards. Maybe that's a part of your journey. So if you follow your intuition, you're going to be fine. The problem with following your intuition is sometimes you may think you're following your intuition and you're not. You're actually just following your ego. This is where a teacher is very useful. The problem with a teacher is the teacher may not, if the teacher is coming from um, essentially a belief system, teacher, it doesn't have a genuine realization or a deep realization. They're going to be coming from concepts, and they'll be teaching you a conceptual teaching, and it may not apply to you depending where you're at. So this is why it's important to either have a better teacher or to follow your intuition. Hopefully, the ideal for most is if you have both. You follow your own intuition, you allow that to lead you where it wants to lead you, whether that's to a community group or to tarot cards or to something else. And you have a teacher you can talk to who intuitively understands this kind of stuff.